All right, got a really good question from a potential home seller the other day that I thought I would share because if you are someone who is thinking about selling your home, you're probably thinking the same thing. Hey, Lily with Keller Williams Realty here in Portland, Oregon. So the seller I was talking to asked me, well, if I were to wait to sell, I know it's a really advantageous time to sell a home, but if I were to wait maybe 6 months to a year as things kind of settle down a little bit, what is going to happen in the market? How do you feel about that plan? Now, first off, I always say there's a cliche in real estate that I do not have a crystal ball. So yes, I do not know exactly what is going to happen for you, what exactly the market is going to be, but based on historical predictions and based on just being in the industry on a day-to-day basis, my thoughts are you're going to still be in a really good spot, but time is a little bit of the essence. I talked about this recently in my last market update video where we see Portland area market trends going, purchase prices of houses are steadily going to continue to raise. So if you decide to wait out selling your home, now there's still going to be a good chance you're going to have the purchase price steadily increase. There are a few things though you want to consider because there are some things that make this particular market we are in right now super, super advantageous for sellers. So one is that right now you're going to get most likely multiple offers on your property. If you have a single family house, especially in the price range between 400 and 600K, that average price of a house is 550. You are going to be in a spot where you're most likely going to get multiple offers, especially if your house is super cute, especially if we do all the stuff to stage it, look gorgeous, all of those things, especially if it's in a good location, central Beaverton, central Portland, those areas are going to have a lot of activity. And now when you have a lot of activity on your house, there are some huge benefits that don't just consider price. So price is going to be the big one. If we get the idea that we're going to get multiples offers in, or I just had one listing where we had an offer come in on the first day. That way the whole weekend that I'm doing open houses for you, that I'm on the phone talking with other agents, I get to say, hey, we already have an offer in hand, which does mean, yes, people are going to have a higher thought of what they need to come in for their purchase price, which will definitely benefit you. But on top of that, when you have multiple offers in hand, especially multiple really strong offers, you're put in a situation where once you go under contract with the buyer, when they start talking about other negotiation terms, so specifically you would want to talk about repairs. So let's say they ask for just a large laundry list of repairs, trying to get you to do things around the house. Well, you can go, well, hey, I have all these other offers. These other people, asked to not even do repairs or whatever it is. You can go to them and say, I'm not going to do this, or I'm only going to do these certain things on the list because I could just back out of this transaction and go to someone else. That's the tactic. Not that you're going to do that, but you get what I'm saying. So you have these tools in your belt that you might not have in 6 months to a year when you just get 1 to 4 offers versus 10, or also just based on the strength of the offer. I had a listing recently where someone offered to just completely take away the inspection period, which would have been really beneficial for my seller. So, there are those things you really want to think about. It's not just price that is going to be important. I know that's always going to be the biggest thing and always what I'm happy to have a discussion with you on. But you do just want to really have those conversations and make sure you understand that there's a wide scope of factors that you should consider. And right now the market is in a place where you're going to really get a lot of negotiation tools and a lot of really good terms for your listing. Now, if one thing that is holding you off right now from selling your home is that you're worried about, well, where am I going to move to next? If I sell my house, yes, I'm going to get a really good price for it, but where am I going to go next? One thing that's really beneficial about the current market we're in, a rent back period is very, very common. So what that is you would close on the property, you would have the funds available, the new owner would be the owner of the house, but they would give you time in the property in order to figure out your next situation and move. A lot of time right now, it's free as well. So they'll at least give you 30 days free in the house, up to 60 days. Typically you want to be under 60 days or else the lender starts on their side, starts thinking, is this a rental property basically? So you want to keep it within 60 days. But yeah, if you have the 30-day transaction where we get you under contract with a buyer, there's that 30 days typically where the transaction is going to happen. And then on top of that, you would get another 30 to 60 days to figure out your next home where you're going to move, it's not a bad deal. And that is something that's going to be more common right now, especially having that be done free versus I would expect in the next, few years here that someone might still offer you that first 30 days. It might be more common, but it's not going to be the same market right now where buyers are just handing that over easily. So again, want to always consider all of these options, want to think these things through. If you are interested in selling your house, if this has made you think of maybe a little bit more motivated, make you feel like it's a little bit more palatable to think about selling your house, I am happy to come and talk with you in a no pressure situation, just kind of like I'm talking here, give you all the information you need to make an empowered decision for yourself. And that might mean both of us saying, yeah, let's wait a year. For your particular situation, it might be us saying, let's pull it off. So let me come over, chat with you. We can go through we can either talk on Zoom or go over to your house and have a conversation, walk through the property. One, I can also give you a free property valuation to tell you what your house would most likely sell in this current market, and then also give you some predictions of what it would be like if you were to sell down the line, and then give you some idea of how you should start prepping your home, because even if you are a year or two out, it is really helpful to know, hey, you should take care of these few projects, especially right now when contractors are a little bit backed up with the amount of work they have to do. Knowing where you should be doing things will be really beneficial for you. So hope all of this was really helpful. If you want to talk with me about your home selling needs or home selling inquiries, even just little ones, I am here for you and happy to chat. You can either contact me on the platform you are watching this on, or if you want, I will also put my contact info below. Feel free to directly reach out to me, and I really look forward to talking with you and seeing if I can help you in any way here.